Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Um, yeah. Hello, KK. Hey, Arlene. Um, yeah. So I started off. I had like two things in mind I wanted to get done, and then I got sidetracked. So, um, let me get my sidetrack picked up, and I'll come back to that later. Hi, Mary. Hello, Kristen. Okay. I did. I got completely sidetracked. Well, I was working on this thing. Let me turn on a light so I can see. Um, I was working on this thing for Amy um, that she kind of like suggested to me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think I can do that. And so I started working on it, and the next thing I know, it's become this whole big thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, this will work. And I'm off on a thing, a tangent, and I did finish up the thing that I told her I would do. But then I'm sitting here this morning and I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Well, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this one project. And I was like, okay, so I'll do that. And so I'm sitting here and I'm getting prepped for that project. And I started cutting some stuff and I was like, wait a minute. This is kind of like that. I got a whole new project here. And next thing you know, I'm off on that project, so. Hi, Candy. So, yeah, so like I was, off we go. Oh, okay. Oh, good Lord. So, yeah, so I'm, off on a tangent and I can't get it together. Let me take this off of here. All right. Get out of there. So I'm just going to finish cutting these down real quick. I'm telling you, I lost my mind. If anybody sees it, could you please call me? Let me know. Because I'm not in control of it right now. Oh, it's they call it COVID brain, apparently. It's a thing. I did not know it was a thing, but apparently it is a thing. Yeah, you get like really scattered and you can't concentrate. And trust me, I am there right now. I can't focus. It's weird. I was doing some stuff that's like second nature to me, and I could not get it. I was trying to do a project for you guys, and when I do the tutorials, I like to put all the sizes in. And so on this particular one, there was some mats. And like my logical brain says, well, a mat is 1/4 of an inch all the way around. you know, on both sides. So I know that, you know, if I'm going to make a mat out of something, I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch off this side and 1/4 of an inch off that side, and that would be my mat size. I couldn't math that to save my butt the other day. Like, and I knew it. I was sitting there going, yeah, it's 1/4 of an inch. It's 1/4 of an inch. But I could not figure out how to get that 1/4 of an inch off of there. Like, I couldn't figure out what that was. I even took out this ruler and went, okay, it's this much minus 1/4 of an inch. And like, I just couldn't get it to process. Yep, that's my life right now. So I'm cutting these down because, you know, they're tag blanks, and we're gonna make some tags today. Yeah, I know. Exciting. I apologize, but you know, this is where I'm at right now. We're gonna make them with wallpaper though. That's gonna be fun. Hey, Carla. Making sure I don't miss anybody. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, just the stupidest stuff, and I can't get my brain wrapped around it. All right. Let me get this out of the way for the moment. So we all have this stuff, right? Wallpaper. Chunks of wallpaper hanging around. So I thought that we would do some tags. So I'm going to be using my bookbinding glue today because I'm going to paint it on here. And so I have a crappy brush from the dollar store. And my piece of protect the desktop paper. And I have my tag blanks. Shake this up. Okay. Okay. So I'll start with this. Now, I suppose you could use glue stick on this, but I don't have those kinds of patience, you know? So, no glue stick. So I'm just going to, like, you know, put 3 or 4 of these tags on each piece of this wallpaper. And then I'm going to give it a few minutes to dry. And then we will we'll cut some tags. This is why I'm using a crappy brush. All right, off to dry. I'm sneaky like that, you know. That doesn't have any texture, so that one's no fun. All right, won't use that one. Well, this one's got some texture. This one might be fun. Let's cut this one in half, though. We're not going to use the whole thing. But, you know, we all have this. We all have, like, you know, buttloads of wallpaper hanging around. At least most of us do. And I don't know what my obsession is with it because I don't really use it, but boy, if I see it in a sale, I buy it. See, and this is exactly why I don't use this actual brush for anything, you know, of importance. We'll just keep a running collection of, you know, the bristles that fall out of this crap. Okay, here we go. Get glue on the whole thing. And then we'll put some tags on it. Where did I put the tags? There's the tags. Okay. And a little more glue right here. And we'll let that one dry. Oh, this one, we'll get one out of this. What, is this the one corner I didn't put any glue? You don't have any? Mary, we'll send you some. How can you call yourself a crafter if you don't have any? All right, we'll do. Okay. 2 of these. We all live for the weird, right? And like, I gotta be honest, I make some weird purchases in thrift stores, but the weirdest purchase that I always get the look is when I buy an old wallpaper book. They look at me like I've grown like a third eyeball or something. Really? That's what you want? You know, discontinued wallpaper. Yeah, it's the kind I like. I like to torture myself with what I can't have. Okay. Oh, good. Goody, 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 goody. All right, then I got this. And normally I would do this, you know, in the right direction, but I'm thinking I might do it this way. I don't know. Because if I do it this way, you know, I could do it like that. But that would only give me 2 tags. See? Because one would be normal. And then one would have, you know, 2 would have a small line. But if I did it this way, Then I could only get 2 tags out of this. I could get 3 if I did it like that. Like 2 on the halfy and 1 on the slippy slidey. You jumped on the napkin wagon. Well, you know what? Hold on to those because I got a craft coming up for them. I do. And it's awesome. It's on my playlist right now to get made. I'm probably going to get it, if not today, tomorrow. Of course, it'll be, 3 months down the road before it gets viewed, but because that's where I'm at right now. I'm like 3 months out. Okay, so now one there. You know what? I'm going to do this one this way because I can. Kind of on a weird angle. That's what we'll do. Okay, now this one up here. We want to get right there. Okay. Okay, put it over here to dry. Hello, Sunny Moonstar 122002. Hey, Tina. It's wallpaper. I'm using wallpaper. I'm going to make some tags on wallpaper. And this is my last piece. So I'm going to do this one real quick. And then we'll start cutting some things down, cutting some things out. Because by then, the one at the bottom should be dry. Oh, let me take my pills. Glue. It's actually my bookbinding glue. Well, we're happy you're here. Should we just call you Sunny Moonstar 122002, or do you have a name? Yeah, I got to do like, big swatches of this stuff. So I figured I'd use bookbinding glue because it's, I can paint it on. I guess I could have used spray adhesive. That would have worked too. But I'm too lazy to go out to the garage and get some, And then Mike gets mad when I start using spray adhesive in the house and, because it's messy. No, you can't. You cannot start digging your wallpaper off the wall and start making tags out of it. No, bad Arlene, bad Arlene. Hey, Christine. How you doing, hon? All right. These are all. I got 2 left, but I'm out of wallpaper. I got this black. That's what I got. I got this black. All right, fine. We'll do the black. What do we got? Yep, we'll go this way. Okay, we'll do these last two. Here we go. 1 and 2. And don't you know, I missed like this whole corner up here. 2. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to close this up, put it away, because any touch-ups I'll just do with regular glue. All right, let me get rid of this brush real quick. It's a mess. That's always migraine day. All right. We'll see if we can salvage that paintbrush. Probably not, but we'll see. There we go. All right, honey. All right, let's get the first one out. All right, so this is the first one. And I'm going to turn this over so I don't get glue on anything. We're just going to start cutting these out. So let me get the big scissors. Bigger scissors, not the big ones. I got the big ones out, you know. These aren't quite dry, so we're just kind of roughing it. Yeah, so I'm just like sitting here and I was cleaning stuff up and I came across all this wallpaper and I was like, what can I do with it? You know, most of us have some. What the heck can we do with it? And I said, well, put it on some tags, stupid. Let's work with that. So, you know, that's where we're at. All right, that's still sticky. All right, we'll wait. Oh, where you going, Arlene? You got a date? Yeah, see, I think they'll be cute. This one's not quite dry yet, but, you know, I wanted to see what it looked like. So, you know, I had to cut it out. I think it'll be cute. All right. All right, so 12 of 12. This month's topic is dealer's choice. Whatever your personal choice is, you can do whatever you want. Do something you're familiar with, do something you're not comfortable with, whatever. That's kind of the challenge, is doing stuff that you're, you know, you don't normally do or that you're not comfortable doing. That's kind of the challenge. Or challenge yourself to use up, you know, paper scraps, whatever. But do get them in because we are at the 16th of the month and I have one submission thus far this month. So we're falling off, ladies. We want to keep around that 10 to 12 so we can get big thank yous at the end. Okay? Like, we want big participation. I remember when my oldest son was younger, and we lived in Southern California at the time, and he wanted to play t-ball so bad. But my son is legally blind. My oldest one, he wears glasses, and then he has the lazy eye thing, but his is not a weak muscle, so like they can't surgically fix it. It's a brain thing, like his brain's not keeping it straight. So I couldn't just get him surgery to fix it. So he wears really thick glasses, and without them, he's legally blind. And so he wanted to play t-ball, and my mom figured, you know, that was okay because it's, you know, it's right there. He can hit that. It's right in front of him. And so we went to the first game. My mom paid for, you know, joining the team and getting in the little uniform and everything. And we went to the first game, and my mom is like, you know, she's being a sports supporter because she likes sports. And like all the other parents are looking at her like she's insane. And then at the end, she's like, "What's the score?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't keep score." My mom was like, "What?" We don't keep score. Oh, everybody wins. I thought my mom was going to choke right then and there. She's like, nope. Yeah, so at the end of the year, like everybody got a participation medal. And as he got older and he participated in different sports, it got ridiculous. He was um, he was on a bowling league, and they put really good players with really bad players. So he was like 13, 14 years old, and he had like a 240, 245 average, something like that. And they put this little kid who was like 7 years old who had like a 45 average as his teammate. And at the end of the year, they go in, you know, and they ranked them. And so he goes in and he finished like, there was like 50 teams in the league, and they finished in 17th place. And they got a trophy for it. He was like, "Are you kidding me?" And the little kid was like, "I got a trophy! I won!" And he's like, "Oh, 17th place, huh?" And he got a trophy. And the 17th place trophy looked exactly like the first place trophy because they didn't want anybody to feel, you know, less important. I'm like, oh my God. It's sports. How do you teach kids that, you know, defeat is in there if you don't let them lose? All right, so I'm going to finish cutting these out real quick and let them fully dry because they are not, by any stretch of the imagination, dry. But I'm impatient. I'm going to go toss them in the dryer. I don't know. No, we're going to let them dry. They're just easier to dry if they're separated because it's harder to find a place to dry a big sheet of paper than it is to, a small piece. So we're gonna let these dry, and then I'm gonna come back and glue down anything that's not glued down for whatever purpose. And then, we'll turn them into tags. All right. Yeah. This one right here. All right. So, Sunny Moon Star, what kind of crafting do you do, dear? What do you do? Are you a paper junkie? Or beads? Or what's the deal? What do you like? What do you want to do? What do you like to do? Tell us all your deep, dark crafting secrets. Ooh, these are nice thick tags, too. All right. All right, so we have these. I like those. And we have these. These are kind of cool, and they're textured, so those are nice. Only one of these, though. But that's okay. I like it. And then there's a couple of these. Again, this is like a texture. It feels almost like a rock. Like that rock they put on the wall. And then we got these that, we managed to get 3 completely different looking tags out of. And then I got a few more over there that are still drying. These are still damp, but they're not beyond. They're just damp. So I'm just going to put some clamps on here. And, let those dry. What else? Okay. So I have so much stuff sitting around here right now of videos that I've recorded that I can't do anything with because the videos don't release for like ever. Let's see where we're at. I have videos through the 25th of April. And I'm about to download 2 more. Actually, I just did. I just downloaded 2 more. So we're actually into the 3rd of May. So we've got videos going through the 3rd of May. I keep up at this pace. I'm going to be done. I'm going to be at the end of the year by April. So what do we have coming up? Let's talk about that. What do we have coming up? Let's see. Today's video is how to make an embossing buddy. And then we're going to be doing an upcycle project. And then I got some different kind of paper clips. And then on the 26th, we start our upcycled book journal class. So we're going to be doing that. And then I have some, I have a build project at the end of the month. We're going to build something. Yes, we are. We're going to build something. And let's see what else we got coming up. We have some little folios coming up. We have some book page type stuff coming up. A lot of ephemera in March. I put a lot of ephemera in March and into April. So we're going to be doing a lot of those types of things. because I want, I kind of want to open up the first. Okay, I kind of want to open up the whole options for being able to do, things in your journals as we go through these journal classes. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to put in, uh, different types of paper clips and pockets and tuck spots and those types of things that you guys can use in your journals when we get them built. So we are going to upcycle. And so the first class is going to be gutting a book. So if you already know how to gut a book, don't bother with the first class, okay? Don't bother with it. Because it's just going to be, unless you want to brush up on it. Okay. I could send you some wallpaper. I got some Scooby-Doo down here. I do. I bought a whole pack of wallpaper just because there was Scooby-Doo in it. I didn't really want any of the other wallpaper, but I wanted the Scooby-Doo. Here it is. I wanted the Scooby-Doo. Yeah, so I bought a whole pack of wallpaper just for the Scooby-Doo. How adult am I? Not very adult at all. I should do a Scooby-Doo journal. My oldest daughter had a thing for Scooby-Doo when she was younger. Like 13. And it was literally just before. That sucks. I'm not going to be able to save this. It wrinkled on me. Yep. Okay. Let me get a thing. Need a thing and a clean thing. Hey, Valeria. All right, let me see if I can get this out. And gone. Okay. So she loved Scooby-Doo. And we lived in Southern California at the time. And we came to Vegas because her dad was getting ready to transfer here. At the time, her dad worked for Chuck E. Cheese. Most of you know that I'm an executive chef. My ex-husband is a restaurant manager. Yeah, we worked together quite a few times. And as long as he kept his butt in the front of the house, we were fine. And so she had this thing for Scooby-Doo. And so we came to Vegas, and they still had like the games, the Midway games, because it was during the whole, before what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, where they were trying to build Vegas up as a family getaway location. And so a lot of the casinos had like amusement rides and games and arcades and all kinds of stuff. Well, underneath Excalibur, they had a Midway. And I think it's still there, but the Midway had all these games. And one of the games was throw the ping pong ball into the bowl of water. And if you got it into like the yellow, if you got it in a white one, you won a prize. If you got it in the yellow one, you got a slightly bigger prize. If you got it in the blue one, you got a slightly bigger prize. And, you know, if you got it into the red one, which there was only one red, it was in the middle, you won the big prize. Alexa spent like 30 minutes standing there throwing freaking ping pong balls. And the last one she tossed hits that red ring and sticks. So on the way home, it's her dad and me, her brother, her, and a 6-foot tall Scooby-Doo strapped into the middle seat in a Toyota Corolla. In a Toyota Corolla. And it was 110 degrees out there. So the whole way home, her brother is whining that he's hot and this thing is on him. And I'm constantly going, get it out of the mirror, get it out of the mirror, get it out of the mirror. It wouldn't fit in the trunk because our suitcases were back there. And I'm like looking at her father going, can we get one of those space bags? Maybe if we suck the air out of that sucker. Oh, it was a horrible, horrible experience. But when we moved to Nevada and we moved to Vegas and I bought my first house here, my mother came to visit and she built a custom-made bed for my daughter. And we painted her room, and her bed sort of looked like a van. And her room was painted like the Mystery Machine, and she had Scooby-Doo everywhere. Which worked for me because the way that we designed her bed, it would change. And so about 2 years later, when she decided that Scooby-Doo was not cool anymore, her grandmother and I were able to convert the bed into a casket and hang black satin on her roof and turn her room into a vampire suite because, you know, she went from being in love with Scooby-Doo to vampires. All right. All right. So we're letting these flatten a little bit, just a little bit. We're letting them, you know, dry a little more because there's still some, you can still feel moisture. They're moist. There, I said it. So, and I can get another tag out of that. And I'm going to make smaller tags because I have all of these that I got from Miss Tina. Miss Tina sent me all of these, and they're really cool. And so, you know, I'm gonna be doing some little tags out of these as well. But I'm gonna save that for something else, you know, different project than this. Yeah. Seriously, she went from like she loved Scooby-Doo, everything was about Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine and you know, all of that to she started watching oh god, what was that show? The only thing I can remember about it is Suki Stackhouse or something like that. True Blood. Like that became the thing. And I'm like, how the hell do we go from Ruh-roh to Bloodbath? I don't know. All right. So now I have all my tags and they're drying. It'll take a while, but these will dry and then, you know, we'll take the top ones off and we'll start working with those because those we can work with. They're probably the driest. And that would be these ones right here. And the rest of these must dry. Dry, dry, I say, dry. I live in the desert. This should be easy. Dry, dry. It rained last night. Yep. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Blue skies all day long. And then I was sitting outside, and all of a sudden, it just started to rain. I was like, mother. All right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Where's my pencil at? There it is. Harry eats things, so, you know. I always have to look for stuff because he eats stuff. He's a little booger. What can I say? All right. I can get this first one cut down, and then I can use it to cut down the other ones. All right, get in there. Get in the chomper. Alrighty. Do it on the back so you don't put pencil on the front. Hi, Hubbard. Hubbard just had his 2 days off, so he doesn't want to go back to work today. Yep. Okay. We were supposed to go down to do some shopping in Laughlin, and I've been trying to do this for like a month now. You know, first I got COVID, and then I was exhausted, and then I had the grandkids, and then I was exhausted again. You know, so we still haven't gone. Alrighty. So now I'll just check the edges. Make sure it's all glued down. If it's not, I'll add a little art glitter glue in there. It's harder to get wallpaper to stick than people think. And then I'm just going to round the corners. And these are ready to, you know, be put into my tag box to be used. It's one of the few things that I do keep a stash of because you never know. And tags, you know, tags are one of those things that like they take time to make. So if you don't have a lot of time and you're working through something and you're like, I'm almost done, I just need this one last thing. Stopping to make a tag is not something that you're going to do. So you will, you know, avoid it. So I do keep a stash of tags. I have a whole box full of them. And I pull them out whenever I need a tag for something. Because, you know, and then I keep blanks up there, you know, like just the regular file folder blank ones. I keep those up there because I might use them for something. And then, of course, I have my little thing that cuts my tag tops. It's my pattern, man. All right, so now these need a hole. Okay. All right. So now I have these 3 tags, which would look good in a garden journal. As a matter of fact, we'll probably use these in the Edith Holden when we get that started, because, you know, that looks appropriate for the Edith Holden journal. So I won't put eyelets in them because I'll wait until I decide final where this is going to go, because that color really plays into what this is going to be. You know, if I'm going to put vintage photo on this and I'm going to put then I want to put like an antique. If I was doing this in a modern, more modern type journal, I might put like a green or a black eyelet in here because I may be inking it in a different way. So people don't see the importance of stuff like that, but it's true. Mary says, hi, Hubbard.
Morning, Mary.
Morning, Mary. So, yeah, people don't, you know, like, I've watched, okay, I knew somebody who was doing something one time, and she was doing, it was like, you know, freeform collage, freeform kind of art. And she's doing it, and somebody's yelling at her, and they're like, that's wrong. Put it straight. Put it straight. There's a reason why we do things crooked, okay? This is cool, but this catches your eye. Here's the thing. This is correct, but this makes you look twice. Okay? It's just the way it is. So this is the same tag 3 times, but if I put antique brass in here and I use vintage photo, that makes this tag look old. If I put a green one in here and I use green on this, then that makes this tag look more garden. If I put black on here and add black, I can make this very same tag look like poison ivy and put it in one of my dark macabre journals. So I can do the exact same tag 3 different ways, and just by the simple changing of those 2 things, the eyelet and the ink, I can make this a completely different tag. And people don't, you know, they're like, no, just put some vintage photo on it. I hate vintage photo. All right. So if this is my idea list, this is about the 5th one I've had. So if there's something that you would like to see my take on, shoot me a link to the video or give me the name of the video and the channel that you saw it on, and I will go and take a look at it. And of course, I will give them credit, but you know, I'll do my own take on it. I will give you credit for finding it too, because I like to look at things, you know, like I've done a couple of projects that I picked up off of another site, but I've reduced the bulk on them because they were like really thick and chunky, and I'm like, I don't want thick and chunky. My book's already gator enough. So you know, I have a couple of things that I'm like I look at and I'm working on. This was this week's list. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 7 videos this week. But I got a couple more on here that I want to do. Let's see, 1, 2, 2 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these come from another channel. And I just kind of reduced what they did. Or I changed it in a way so that I could make it my own. And one of the ones I just did, I actually changed and made it my own. And now I got a completely different idea out of it. So I'll be doing that as well. But so if there's something that you have seen that you want my take on, like maybe you've watched something and it's not a great tutorial, and so you want another tutorial on it, or you know, they're like, well, you know, I do, you know, I measure like this. and you want exact measurements, let me know, because I'll be happy to go in and do it with exact measurements for you, and score lines in the whole 9 yards so that you can just slap it in there and do it. Because some people, they can't measure. They don't like to measure. Some people don't have the patience. And to be quite honest, some people just do not understand eighths and sixteenths on a ruler. They just, once they get to that 1/4 inch, they're like, why? And they don't understand like all of the different marks on the ruler. So, and sometimes, they don't know what to add to make that work, or what to take off to make it work. So if you see something that you like, or you've seen a tutorial that's not quite tutorial-ish, or you saw somebody make something and you were like, there's no tutorial for this and I want to make this, let me know. I will be happy to do it for you. You know what, Mary? I actually have, let me show you. I'll show you. Here we go. I have a junk mail project coming up. So we're going to be doing this one. And so I do have a junk mail project coming up. So if you've got some of these junk mails with the windows, even if they're the wider windows or the really big windows, hold on to them, ladies, because we're going to be doing a project with these. Okay, all the measurements and everything are included as always. But we're going to be doing some projects with these. So if you have some junk mail envelopes that you want to work with, this is a project that's coming up. Yes, it is. Look, even the really big ones. Even the really big ones. I made these. These are going to be going into the Edith Holden. So, yeah. So if you see something like that you want to try, and maybe it's a bad tutorial, and it's not. I shouldn't say bad. Maybe it's just not a tutorial that's done in a way that you understand. Because we all learn differently. So if there's something that you want me to do, that you want my take on, let me know and I'll be happy to do it. Because that's what I do. I'm here all day. I can go over and look at Maddie's 2020 videos and see if there's anything over there that I don't know how to do. Hey, Harry. Harry's here. He came to say hello. Like, hi, everybody. I'm Harry Cat. Oh, Mommy tried to kill me the other day. Yes, she did. Bad Mommy, huh? It's not my fault. Your fat bags and my pillow resemble each other. Get down. Thank you. See, he loves me. Oh, Chet. Yes, I know. It's time. Mary says, hi, Harry. Don't you claw me, you little turd. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I'll cut your claws. They weren't bad. They're just bulky or difficult. Okay, I'll go look. I'll go look, Mary, and see if there's something over there that I don't already have, something planned on, or that I haven't seen. And because some of the stuff, to be honest with you, no. I was watching one today, and she cut the envelope open, and like the back of the envelope, she put like a whole sheet of paper on, and then on the front of the envelope, because she wanted to preserve the window, she like massacred a piece of paper and like fudged it around and the pattern didn't work. And I was like, just trace the window and cut the window out. Sometimes people irritate me. What can I say? But that was irritating. That was irritating. Just to sit there and watch her literally cut up like little strips to put over here and a little strip there. And I was like, oh my God, stop, just stop. Y'all don't want to see me watch videos. Cussy cutting has nothing on me watching some videos, because I watch some videos sometimes. And I get like recommendations for tiny channels. And I know I'm like the biggest one of the whole, you're doing it wrong. But sometimes I watch, like I'll watch a new crafter who's got videos and they're like, oh, I saw this over at such and such, and then they do it. And I'm like, that person showed you to do it that way? So I have to go look, because I can't imagine that person told them to do it that way. And then I get over there and I'm like, yeah, they did. Okay, we can make this better. We can fix that. Yes, and people in the UK, oh my God, they talk forever. And the Australian ones too. I was watching a lady do a video. I swear, even on 2 times, it was like, this is just too slow. And it was something stupid. It was like making a tag. And it was like a 45-minute video. And then they get lost. They just get lost. We're not even talking about the tag anymore. Oh. Yeah. I love them to death, though. And to be honest with you, some of my favorite channels are, out of the UK. And I love them to death. But sometimes you just, like, you want to reach through the computer screen and go, get it done. And then you get frustrated and you start, like, do you scan through to try to, like, find the spot where, like, the thing you want to know about is at? Like, if they were doing, like, some kind of a technique on the eyelet area, you're like, oh, that's really cool. I want to see that. Do you, like, scan through the video trying to find that piece? Like, okay, it's right there. Okay, stop. Okay. And yeah, and you mute it. I was watching a lady from the UK the other day who was talking about a paper pad she had and she was using. And she's like, it was a 6x6 pad and it was like £3 is what it cost. She bought it at the pound shop. And I'm like, okay, first off, £3, that's an old pad. She's like, well, I've had it about 10 years now. And, it's like, I've had it and it's really lovely paper. And she goes on and she tells me this whole story about this pad. And I'm like, lady, nobody can even buy this pad anymore. Nobody cares. I don't care that it has blue butterflies. Let's move on. Oh, yeah. And then there's a couple of them that I can't not watch. Dash of Dave. He's freaking hysterical. He is hysterical. Him and his partner, they went on, I think it was Christmas or New Year's, totally drunk. Anything that wanted to come out of their mouth came out of their mouths, and they were crafting. And I was like, oh my God. I watched that. I couldn't stop. It was like a train wreck, you see it happening. But it was funny as hell, and they're cute as shit, and I loved it. I am not getting monetized, can you tell? All right. So, what are we going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think we'll start a journal. Yeah. Maybe we'll start a journal tomorrow. I have a couple of different sets of paper that I think will make really cool journals. So we'll start a journal tomorrow. Something, I'm not ready to start the Edith Holden yet, but something neat. So I have those 2 Edith Holden books, and one of them, the first one I got, it had water damage. The second one is in better condition, but the first one did have some water damage to it, but not a lot. So let me ask you this question. If I gutted that book and pulled the signatures out, and sent the signatures out to people, would you welcome them? Would you welcome signature pages from the Edith Holden book, even if it has a little bit of water damage? Me and July, please. Because I have 2 of them, and I don't think I'm going to need 2 of them. So, all right. So here's what I got going. I've got like 3 or 4 more projects for wallpaper that I'm going to be filming. I got some book page stuff that I'm going to be doing, but I got to go buy a book, because I got the book and then I give all the pages to Amy, and I don't have any book pages. We're going to be doing I'm going to do like a weird notebook thing. I'm going to be doing some new charmy things. I'm going to be doing a couple of new projects with napkins. Oh my God, you're going to love them. Okay. Like, I'm going to do something with napkins that does not include Mod Podge. Okay. And we're going to be doing a couple more laminator things. I got some more laminator stuff coming up. And probably the biggest folio I've ever done. Yeah. So that's the stuff I got going on. Christine's like, yes, just send me any of it. I don't care. Send it. So I got a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing, a lot of really fun stuff, and some really great videos. I don't know what's with my head lately, but I can't remember anything, but boy, I got some great ideas. So I'm going to, thought I might have put something in there, but I didn't. Okay. All righty then. Y'all don't even know. Okay, hold on. Hold on. That one, this one, that one. Okay. This is just the last week. These are all the projects that I've done in the last week that I've made videos on. Okay. So all of this stuff. There's little things here and these cute things here and some of these things here. And then I showed you these. And then there's some of this and one of those. And here's another one of these. And then there's that. And then those and this thing. And then I got, that one. And then I got these other things. And this was this week. This was this week. I'm going to have to start giving this stuff away because I have like 2 baskets of it up here. Oh. So yeah, I'm either going to have to start giving it away or putting it together and throwing it in the sale and selling it. But yeah, I've been busy. I'm a busy girl. Well, if I can't go to Laughlin, I might go to Laughlin. All right. That's it. And that's with COVID vlog. I know, right? All right, so that's it. That's all I have for you. Listen, if you're hanging out and you're like waiting to chat, I apologize for the 10-minute delay, but I kind of fly solo from time to time, so the only way that I can keep the trolls out is to put that 10-minute limit on there. It also allows my mods when they're in the room to, be able to participate without just whacking them all. So, yeah. So I apologize, but the good news is that tomorrow when we go live, you'll be able to chat right away because you subscribed today. All right, we are at officially 935. That is 65 people away from Hello Kitty going boom. That's so bad, isn't it? So, let's see. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that red button for me and subscribe, like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends. Then your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. Before you know it, we have this giant community. I go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11, 12, 1 across the country, 8 o'clock over in Hawaii. I download videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. Starting in January of 2022, I have two things going on. One, my 12 of 22 journal challenge. That is a single signature sewed-in journal, no smaller than 4x6, no larger than 6x9, must have at least 3 signature pages, no more than 7 signature pages, and it has to be on whatever the monthly topic is. You can't do them all at once. One journal per month is all that I'll accept. I announce the topic on the 1st of the month, and you have until the 3rd of the following month to submit it, either by emailing it to me and I'll put it in the Facebook group for you, or by putting it directly into the Facebook group. The links to both are in the description box below, or will be in the description box below. The other thing that I have going on is my 2022 free class series. That's free classes throughout the year. We've done a little golden book so far, and we're going to be moving into upcycling an old book cover. The list for basic supplies for that one is on my Facebook group. There's a link there to follow to my Google Drive that will give you a complete list of everything that you need. That's it. That's all I have for you until I see you again tomorrow. Stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.